They were planning a big protest here at SeaTac, but the airport said they didn't have a permit, so they had a lot of police come here to the airport. They started blocking off entrances, and they didn't allow anyone who didn't have business at the airport to come inside here this afternoon. We have some video of what happened. Some of those protesters actually went out to the parking garage and had some banners they let down to show their frustration, and then some of them did try to trickle into the airport this afternoon, but for the most part there were police all over. A very heavy presence out here this afternoon, keeping really anyone who didn't have business here at the airport from getting inside. Periodically we saw somebody come in and an officer would go over, talk to them, and then they would be escorted away. There was some flyers handed out by the airport explaining that you need a permit to protest, that they do allow those First Amendment activities here, but you need a permit if you're going to do something like that. They say this group did not apply for a permit and they would not allow them to disrupt the activities here at SeaTac.
You can't give me the right to be a human being. I'm fine with that right. Now you can keep me from having that if you've got all the policemen and all the jobs on your side.
An issue right now, man.
Y'all walked up on me. I have a headache.
You want to ignore us?
You had your head in my face.
He asked you politely.
I have a 7 o'clock. I apologize for whatever y'all going through. Whatever y'all try to dig on me. I have a 7 o'clock flight.
Oh, you have a 7 o'clock flight, but you're right here right now in baggage claim. What sense does that make?
9. It's at 9.
Now it's
my
9
first
o'clock.
time at the airport.
Okay.
This is my first time. You don't know me at all. I got you on camera.
That's fine. I'm
It's
trying
my first time at the airport. It's not my the hell. Why y'all walked up on me?
I'm trying to talk to you and you're ignoring us. Listen,
You don't know me. You don't know what type of
I'm just trying to talk to you and you're ignoring him.
Ignore him. You don't know what type of problem I had.
So he tried to get your attention.
You don't put your hand in my face.
How else are we doing? We're trying to.
Do you know me? Do you know if I have any type of problems?
Do you have proof? Right now, we're
I have my
investigating you
ID.
for trespass.
I have my ID.
We're just making all we have
waiting.
to do is make sure.
Okay, I know.
All we have to do is make sure your ticket. That's all we're
whatever.
asking you.
Whatever
You're
you
gonna
walked,
have a
it's just
hard time right
racism.
now.
It's straight racism. Y'all walked up on me. There's plenty of people sleeping over there.
How's her badge?
Not her. I'm not talking to her. I said
pointed her
over
earlier.
there. I didn't. I said people are
All we're
sleeping
doing is
over
you're
there.
making
There's
a huge
dude,
issue
I
right
walked
now.
over there. There's a dude who's on.
Why you let me
Sir,
see
why you not listening? I said there's a dude.
391 Officer Hodge.
There's a dude sleeping upstairs and y'all
Where is your-
is bothering me. My ID is right here.
No,
But
I
what
want
for?
you have your boarding pass.
This is my first time.
You have a boarding pass.
I'm meeting somebody.
Now you're meeting. You told me you were having a flight. Now you're meeting somebody. Your flight.
It's
you
my
said is
first
at
time
7.
here. I don't know y'all. I don't have to explain nothing to y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
you
waiting.
do. You have to prove
What the
that
hell?
you
I'm
have a flight.
waiting. I am waiting to get on a plane.
Listen, either
my
you're
first
gonna,
time on
you're
a
gonna
flight.
be arrested for trespass right now, or you're gonna show me they have a ticket.
This is my first time here. Someone
Okay,
said
I'm
come
gonna
to
give
the
you 10
airport.
seconds right now.
The hell?
Show me you have a. Listen, I'm trying to be cool with you and talk to you. You're just giving me a hard time right off the bat, ignoring us. You won't show us your boarding pass. You're
This is
store
targeting.
exchanging over and over again.
This is targeting. This is my first time at an airport.
But
That's why I'm right there next to the exit. I'm nowhere else. I'm meeting somebody.
If you have a flight, you told me no. You said right away.
This is my
have a flight at
first
7,
time at
you have a flight
an
at 9,
airport.
and then you have your meeting.
This is my first
Okay,
time at an
so
airport.
Yep. Listen to me.
This is my first
I'm giving
time.
you a ton of chances right now.
I feel unsafe right now. You guys walked up on me. I don't know y'all.
Get another unit.
This is crazy. I'll leave, but I'll show you my airport. I mean my ID and everything. I'll leave, but I'm waiting on something. It's my first time.
Why would you leave if you have a flight?
It's at 9. Bro, I've been up all day, got off from work. What do you want
All you
from
have to
me,
do is
yo?
show me a ticket and you're good.
I don't have a ticket if this is my first time. I'm coming to meet somebody who's taking me somewhere, who bought my ticket. They bought my ticket. I didn't buy my
Your story's
ticket.
changing over and over.
I can show you the messages.
Okay.
I can show you the messages.
We just need to see our identification.
That damn, y'all are racist. That's what it is.
No, it's not that.
Y'all, yes, it is that.
No, sir.
Plenty of people sleeping over there. Plenty of people.
Okay, where's your ID at?
Damn. I didn't buy my ticket at all.
I believe that.
Oh yeah, for what? Because you're white?
No, let me see that, sir. Thank you. Tom 6 and name.
I didn't buy my ticket.
Give me a 2-part glass. It's gonna be Sam. Paul.
waiting on somebody who bought my ticket for me.
David, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Nora, George.
And these guys walked up on me saying I'm trespassing. I'm just sitting down.
Common spelling. Middle initials.
I'm just sitting. I'm right next to the exit just in case if things fall out of place. He don't show up.
Spencer, space, Allen.
Anything. It's my first time at an airport. I'm waiting. These guys walked up on me. He put his hand in my face.
Because you would not talk to us, and when you're talking,
I have a hearing problem. I've been up all day.
He said,
I've been
we said
hearing
we
loud
identified ourselves
noises
over
all
and over,
day.
sir. Listen, we identify ourselves over and over.
Oh, you got my ID? I'm
he
letting
said,
you
ignored
know
us. You looked
right
at me.
now,
You
bro.
looked at me as I walked up, and then you looked away. I saw you look at me, and you looked away.
I looked and said,
and you
okay,
ignored us.
there's two guys in a
And
uniform
then you're listening to me.
walking.
Your story, you keep talking over us. You're being disrespectful.
Bro, I'm
You're saying your
tired.
flight's
You
at
guys
7.
had sleep.
Your flight's at
You
9.
guys had
You said your
sleep.
flight's,
You
you're
had
meeting a
sleep.
friend,
I
and then
can
your
show
story
you the
keeps changing
messages. I can show
over
you the
and over
messages.
again.
I can show you the messages. I
You
can
won't
show
give
you the
me a
messages.
flight.
I can show you the messages. I can show you the messages. I have proof. I can show you the
You
messages.
keep saying that, but you don't show me nothing. So.
I was sent a link to this video a while back, but didn't really have the context and needed to do some research before presenting it. And since then, I found an article on realprogressivesusa.com giving some details about the incident. I also returned to Jonathan's YouTube page and found the video you just watched, which is him recording part of the incident himself. I'm going to read the part of the article pertaining to the incident which occurred on December 20th of 2019, but first I want to play the security camera footage from SeaTac Airport. Watch as these unethical blue line gangsters beat and tase this man who was actually just dozing off when they approached him. Then they justify these cowardly actions and criminal acts by actually charging Jonathan with criminal trespassing and resisting arrest, totaling in $1,500 in fines, making the sheeple think he was in the wrong and they were just these great heroes there to save the day and keep us all safe. If these order followers are justified in doing this to someone who was so harmless they were dozing off, I don't know what to say anymore. I know in reality these order followers probably will be found as justified in their actions. And this is my message to all those who claim to love freedom and think our troops fighting in foreign lands are actually there to preserve our freedoms at home. Wake up! This man was in a sleepy state and they woke him up. He was confused, and then their aggressive escalation tactics intimidated and scared him. Then they'll use this escalation as a reason to justify their brutality by claiming officer safety issues. And all of you out there that think there are good cops on this force, I implore you to find out how many are publicly voicing opposition to these charges and sticking up for the true victim here. I already know the answer, and it's the reason there's no such thing as good cops. If there were, they'd be standing up to this gang-like brutality. Instead, they'll cop-splain a justification saying the video doesn't give all the context when it clearly does. Jonathan wasn't hurting anybody or anything, yet he now has 2 criminal charges and $1,500 in fines facing him. Guys, if you wish to redress your government for this behavior, relevant contact information is in the description below. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment with your thoughts on these traitors to humanity. Links to the original video with Jonathan's narrative and the update from the story on the Washington police state are also in the description below. Go check them out and let them know Questionable Authority sent you. This is the article from realprogressivesusa.com. Here's the article here that's titled Washington State, Coffee, Weed, and Police State Brutality. It's a good article. I'd recommend going and reading it. It's definitely a statist point of view. It's a progressive statist point of view. The author, Ruth Oskelkoff, I'm sure I butchered that. The article's really good, though. It covers a lot. It starts back in the World Trade Organization when they had their big event, I guess, their conferences here in 1999 in Seattle. It covers a lot of the different police brutality events in Seattle. Here's the part I want to read, though. Right here. On Friday, December 20th, 2019, Jonathan Spencer Daling, a young black man, father, and aspiring rapper, was at the airport waiting for his sister. They were to fly together to South Carolina. While he was waiting at SeaTac Airport, he fell asleep in a chair, and Jonathan woke up to a group of police who came straight up to him and asked him for his passport. They reportedly ignored the white person sleeping nearby on the floor. Jonathan tried telling them he only had an ID and was picking up a ticket that was purchased for him. On the day after the incident, his mother, Betsy Daling, spoke on his behalf while he was in the hospital being treated for his injuries. Betsy said her son didn't have a chance. His crime was traveling while black. The police proceeded to put him in a chokehold, put partitions around him, obstruct a clear view of what was happening, and then started attacking him as he screamed out for help. Betsy has asked her son if anyone else saw, and he told her he kept asking people to please film while they were attacking him. Jonathan thought he was going to die, Betsy said. He's scared to death. I talked to him finally this morning, and he kept saying, "Mom, they were trying to kill me." And that tears my heart up. She added that they beat him so badly, he had to go to the hospital. Jonathan was charged with criminal trespass and a $1,000 fine and resisting arrest with a $500 fine. I mentioned that before as two different charges and $1,500 in fines because he was sitting on a chair and didn't just want to bow down and give up all of his freedom to these order-following enforcers of the state. Guys, this kind of behavior is disgusting, and we need to start waking more and more people up to what's going on. I just want to point out a couple of things here in this article. One of the other things I want to point out back here is she asked her son if anyone else saw this, and he told her he kept asking other people to film when they were attacking him. Watch as they put the partition up so no one can see what's going on. So they literally beat this guy and tase him. Then they put up a partition that blocks both the cameras and everybody else's view of what's going on. I mean, what kind of police state is this that our government, the enforcers of our government statutes, are screening off when they've used force so that we can't see it? Guys, this is propaganda at its highest level. I mean, we talk about Hitler and the Nazis. This is exactly what we're talking about, is this kind of stuff. We have to be able to see what they're doing to make sure they're treating him right. He's in the hospital now, and he wasn't doing anything wrong. Guys, I hope you didn't enjoy this video, but I hope you gained something from it. We got to stop letting these people get away with this stuff. They are not our rulers. Start asking them when you interact with them, what law is it that actually gives them jurisdiction over you just because you're inside of an imaginary place they call a city, county, or state, or country for that matter. Like I said before, links to all of my sources, the two videos I used, and this article are in the description below. Go check them out so you can see unedited versions of everything, and you can read the whole article, and you can make your own informed decision. And while you're there, let them know Questionable Authority sent you. If you guys get something from my content, there are lots of ways to support me. Links to all of my platforms are in the description. Doing research and editing takes a lot of time and effort. and you can support those efforts with nothing out of pocket by downloading the more privacy-minded Brave browser using the link below. Viewing and upvoting my content on Steemit and or DTube can earn me and you cryptocurrency. And more traditional ways to give, like PayPal and other crypto wallets, are listed as well. Either way, I appreciate all the support I get from you in just watching my content and sharing this journey with me.